And then that night, my husband and his friend were there as well. And then another friend of ours from New Covenant. And my kids were there too, which is really awesome. Zach was behind me. Jason was to my left. And he was playing around with some kids. So before the service started, they started singing and doing some praise and worship. And Pastor Jeremy got up and said, there's healing in the service tonight. And they called out a particular gentleman to get healing, and everyone was praying over him. And then all of a sudden, Pastor Jeremy stopped, and I feel like he heard from the Holy Spirit. He said, there's a couple more sick people that need to be healed. And so I stood up because he asked us to stand up. And so Pastor Jeremy's dad and a couple other folks around me that I knew that I'd mentioned earlier, and the youth pastor came and prayed over me. And the youth pastor, Pastor Luke, he blew on me. And he kept saying, it's done, it's done, it's done. What you've been praying for, the Lord is healing. And I cast out all the sickness that you've been dealing with. And it's really interesting. He was definitely Holy Spirit led, because there's no way the words that he chose, he would have known that it was a long journey. What nobody knew was, this is going to sound wrong, but I'm just going to be honest with you. I was at that point where I was about ready to go to a clinic in Florida for long haulers because I was so sick and everyday life was very challenging. And I didn't tell my family, but I was planning to leave for about 2 weeks, and I started doing a lot of research because I had been so sick. And so when Pastor Luke was saying that, the words that he was saying was about, your other choices are no longer, that the Lord has sealed this. It's finished. And when he was saying that, Pops kind of came behind me, and I feel like in the spirit he broke something. And then I fell to my knees, and then I just started wailing. And it was pure deliverance of a spirit of infirmity. And there was like this peace that came over me after that, and some other folks were like laying their hands on me and praying for me. And what's interesting is how God works. He confirms everything. My friend Becky came over, and she wasn't there when they were talking and praying over me earlier. But she said, I really feel like I heard the Lord say that it's sealed with one of those stamps that they had back in the day with the wax, and it was red and it had the emblem, and she said that was the Lord's emblem. So it was just confirmation that the Lord was really faithful. He's really faithful, and I got healed that day, and I have no symptoms. My hearing came back. My glands went down immediately. I have very, very good energy. I don't have as much pain. I'm back at work full time. My blood work is completely normal, and I give all the God glory, and I give him all the praise. And just wanted to thank you, Abundant Life, for being obedient during the revival to have that opportunity. And also want to say happy birthday, Pops. Thank you for being the hands and feet of Jesus. And he's the ultimate healer, but he says he has no hands but our hands. So I appreciate everybody, and God bless you.